the messiest, the juiciest Reddit stories. Oh my god, let's get right into it. First one, to call off the engagement or not. Me, 32 female, and my boyfriend, 33 male, got engaged 2 months ago. We recently went to my friend's wedding and he drank way too much. He gets nervous in big groups and drank to compensate, no excuse. He told two of my friends they looked gorgeous what they said was in an inappropriate way, and he bought a drink for a girl at the bar, then asked for her number. As she's putting her number in his phone, he said I had a girlfriend, but it's okay. She said, what the F, and didn't put her number in. He was so drunk that he didn't remember any of this. He's never drank like this in my presence before, but he drank with his friends to the state of becoming very drunk, and he can't remember to send a goodnight text to me. This wasn't a big deal before. I asked, has this happened before? He says, definitely not. I feel that I can't know confidently that it hasn't happened before when it happened when I was there and with my friends. He's devastated and says he will stop drinking forever if it means we can stay together. I don't know if I can ever move past this. Also, I don't know, is it a thing where in 6 months or a year, he'll just start drinking again and gradually? He doesn't drink often, but when he does, it seems to be on the excess with his friend. I guess my question is, do I call off the engagement or can I move forward? Will I live the rest of my life on edge? P.S. When he's sober, I can trust him 100%. Also, a note, I said, is there anything you could do to help me trust you? And he said he'll think of ideas, but hasn't made any offers to look through his phone, etc. I don't know if I even would, but it seems odd not to offer. Okay, this one's chill. It's not too crazy right off the bat. I like it. It's chill. It's obviously a little messy. It's not crazy though. It's not crazy. I think in a situation like this, he gotta just not drink. You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta learn that it's not good for him, and he can't drink. And on top of that, you said that like this redditor specifically said that it happens when he drinks. Like he only drinks a lot when he's with his friend. So I think the problem might be his friend, because if his friend knows he don't act right on the liquor, you know, his friend should be like, nah, don't do that. You know, don't be drinking. And also, if he drinks in big groups because he feels uncomfortable, he gotta learn that, right? So if in a couple months, can he do better? Can he do better? If he does better, I feel like you don't call it off. You give it a couple months, couple weeks. I know it's a long time, but you gotta see out the other end of it. You know what I'm saying? I would say just chill, see if he does it again. If he does, call it off. If he doesn't make any changes to be better, call it off. That's what I would say. But I'm going to read a couple of the comments. Let's see. Oh, so she says, call it off, hon, honestly. Okay. Drinking doesn't change who you are. It removes your inhibitions and reveals who you are. If you act like a mean a-hole when you're drunk, it's because you deep down you're a mean a-hole. If you get crazy and reckless when you're drunk, it's because deep down you're crazy and reckless. If you get flirty and cheat when you're drunk, it's because deep down you're a flirt and cheater. And he got some. Okay, I like the idea. I feel like that's interesting too, but I feel like give him one more chance, right? If he doesn't do anything to better himself, cut him off. Cut him off 100%. You know what I'm saying? My ex-girlfriend, for instance, would drink too much, flirt, let guys buy her drinks, cross boundaries, and ultimately cheated on me a lot. If you're not married yet and he's already violating your trust, then I personally wouldn't go through with it being famous. It's not hard. I understand. If he does it again, cut him off. If he doesn't and he's trying to be better, you know. I bet. This is the next one. This one's long. This one's long. Hitting you when you are vulnerable. I'm over a year out after I caught onto the series of behaviors, actions, and comments from now my ex-wife. Was with her for 10 years. When I brought it all to the table and asked for transparency and accountability, she said, flip the switch and filed for divorce on you. Filed for divorce. The mask was completely off. The jig was up. This was all right after she lost a bunch of weight on GP1. And we have no children, thankfully. I bet this one's going to be good. I can feel it. I can feel it simmering. Everyone's story here is unique. The end result is really the same. Shattered trust, pain, self-esteem in the toilet, the abrupt end of a future envision. A lot of work we all have and had to do to get at the aftermath of someone's extremely destructive selfish choices. I'm 37 male and serving the National Guard. Thank you for your service. Every 5-ish years, my unit deploys overseas. My unit was to deploy last year. Got to say they all made it back and being extended due to the escalation of what's going on over there. Thank you for your service again. My unit is not front lines, but this one was as front lines as it been for my unit since the early days of the Afghan-Iraq wars in early thousands. They're now processing what they experienced, but nonetheless, they are back safe. We were ramping up last year when I was on a roster to go. At the beginning of 2025, my now ex-wife started a GLP-1 like weight loss medication. She was shedding weight rapidly and having a really dramatic shift in appearance and confidence. You should get a hallway. You should get a hall pass to have with other women while deployed. Why not? You are coming home to me anyway. A fantasy of where you watch me with another man. My coworker Paul said he himself to the thought of me. These are all things that she told me in the weeks leading up to D-Day. Between us, what us was actually increasing. She was way more intimate. We were doing all these weekly date nights, planning a pre-deployment trip together. On the surface, things seemed okay, but those comments, that's some sneaky, deaky, weird comments, dude. We didn't need to know about Paul. I don't need to know about Paul. Long story short, I was away for a weekend of pre-deployment training. We had the ring and blink security cameras on outside the house. My phone chimed off at 9:30 p.m. at her leaving the house, and again at 2 a.m. of her returning home. Very unlike her. As I was tossing and turning, trying to figure out how to approach this best I could, I went to rewatch the footage. It was gone. She went into both apps and deleted footage of her leaving the house and coming home. Asked her what that was all about. On top of the comments I mentioned above, how I was doubting trust, things didn't seem right, and I wanted to answer transparency. She love bombed me, ensuring me nothing was happening. As soon as I got home from training, it was like I was looking at a different person. Cold, cruel, dismissive. She filed for divorce the day after I called her out on the footage. Darvo tactics from her marriage over. My world as I knew it was complete upside down shattered. Now I had a legal battle while preparing to deploy. Luckily my command realized this was heavy and probably was not why I was preparing to deploy. My mental state, being divorced, they could be back in someone else for the slot. What's her plan later? Think I would have noticed, continue this deceitful behavior with free reign, knowing I would be gone for 9 months. Maybe send a Dear John letter during the deployment so she wouldn't have to face me in person, or maybe keep it all hidden well. Welcome me home, then hit me with the papers. Maybe even just have her fun without me knowing, carry on as wife when I return. My command had no choice but to still deploy me. There's no doubt that I would have done the best I could, but I would put the people I was responsible for and myself in jeopardy due to personal collapse. Everyone has a breaking point. Finding out my spies were deceiving me right before a combat deployment was mine. Thinking for how my command handled this, and I will never forget her choosing to strike at a very vulnerable time of preparing for deployment overseas. First, thank you for your service, bro. Like, there's really some brave things to do, but can't lie to you, dog. Those comments up right here, these comments, yikes, dog. That's a valid reason to be confused. Like, why she's so easy? Like, why she wants you to go and like do things with other people? You gotta like be like, what? Why you want to do things with other people? That's crazy. Why you want me to do things with other people? Because people gonna, she's basically projecting. Because like, if you were to actually go do something with someone else, she could do something with someone else and get away with it by guilt tripping you. So that's why she was saying that, I feel like. And like, those were really weird comments. And it's the fact that like she was doing it right when you had to leave. It's like, nah, that's just a really bad person, bro. I can't even lie to you. Nah, that's bad, bro. Off the GLP-1s, bro. We just got them jobs, and now you doing this? Nah, you bad for that. I can't even lie to you. Yikes, dude. I bet time for number 3 on our list today. This one, this was getting kind of big, right? This got a lot of upvotes. Tried reconciliation, but thank goodness she trickled truth, and now I can end it. 42 mil. I've been my partner, 39 female, since 6 years. And we had 2 kids together. Like, bro, in this day and age, I hear so many people talking about they had kids, it was looking all good, all of a sudden it just ends. Like, I'm genuinely terrified of something like that happening. Anyways, I'm 42 male. I've been with my partner, 39 female, for 6 years. July 2020, we had 2 kids together. 2 months ago, I discovered a chat with a guy who was asking to see her, and she's trying to say that yes, maybe they meet someday. He texted a few days afterwards. She didn't respond. I confronted her, and she confessed there was physical cheating with this guy 3 or 4 times, and she last saw him in 2022. We had our first son early 2022, and actually the 4 encounters happened in 2022. We had another son 2 years later. Right off the bat, that's heated. You don't even know that's your son. You don't know that's your son anymore, dude. Right off the bat, his son was born in 2022. She cheated with him 3 or 4 times in 2022. Moment of silence. That's bad, dude. And we had another son 2 years later. Brother, you should have left. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. She showed regrets and remorse, and that was the only physical and no feeling, and last contact 2026 was due to a fight between us. She cheated on him recently after a fight? Initially, I decided to end it, but after talking to close people, I felt obliged to try again for the sake of kids. Valid. It's a good dad. I tried hard to frame the issue as a short period 2022, while she was in postpartum, and the contact 2026 was never continued and was started by the guy. I asked her on timelines, and she confirmed no one encounters in any of the years of our relationship 2020 2026. We started reconciliation. I was willing to do the work and book couples therapy, my own trauma therapy. She committed therapy as well. So he's going the extra mile for this. Going the extra mile. But something felt wrong with me. As I questioned her again about timelines, I was confident there must be encounters outside of 2022. She recounted that the 4 encounters happened 2020, 2021, and 2022. So you really don't know if that's your son or not. Okay, first of all, she cheated after having a kid. Right? She had a kid, then she cheated after having the kid, first of all. Right? That's what she told you, which is pretty horrible in itself. On top of that, she changed it to now, it happened in 2020 when they got married, 2021, a year after they got married, and 2022 when they had a kid in early 2022. So there's a chance that the first kid's not his. What? This changed the whole narrative. I was using the force of some reconciliation, so I felt super relieved and now ended as a final decision. Lying during reconciliation is a clear signal. Be damn fool to keep trying. Thank you. I would have dipped after learning that she cheated 4 times in 2022 and again 2026. I'm out of there. I would have been left. And you stayed to try it for your kids. W that, but you gotta go, dude. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. By the way, I was trying to read Reddit for people supporting reconciliation, but Bart Elkman saying leave. Now at my critical age, I now see the logic. Always, yeah. Yeah, like that's what everybody in the comments saying. I can't lie, dog. This one's juicy. This one is mad juicy. Yikes, dude. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm glad you left, though. I'm glad you left, bro. Alright, this was number 3. We got one more in store. Suspected I'm being cheated on, seeking advice. This one's gonna be crazy. I'll keep it short. I am male 28, my girlfriend female. We got a lot of dudes today. That wasn't on purpose, but we got a lot of dudes. I'll keep it short. I'm male 28, my girlfriend female 28. We've been together for almost 4 years and have a son together. Everything has been good thus far, although a few bumps throughout as all relationships. Yep. No prior history of cheating, at least what I'm aware of. Just off that first part. Crazy. Y'all started dating when y'all were both 24. Already had a kid, which isn't crazy. Y'all not married. Everyone got their own. I don't know, but already got a kid. No cheating that you're aware of. That means you're questioning, but obviously. A few weeks ago, I went away on vacation alone with our son. We went to visit my grandparents and had a great week. Mr. Gone, my girlfriend stayed home working. We talked once or twice a day. I know she went out with her girlfriend one day, but nothing major. She was working long shifts most of the week. Now when we're back, she's very defensive regarding her phone. She also stays up late and tries to get time alone. When we're in bed, she sometimes lies parallel to the bed, so I can't see what she's doing. We normally lie beside each other and have no problem sharing what we're watching. Enter the room, she immediately puts down her phone and turns it off. We're coming on vacation and have about 3 weeks left. I don't want to start a mood, but I'm not the person who is normally prone to stooping and being jealous. But I find this a shift in behavior odd. Besides, she claims everything is usual. Am I overreacting? Should I confront her and ask her straight for what she's up to? If I get a hold of her phone after such a talk, what should I look for? Would it be overreaching? Should I get a hold of her phone without her knowing? Would I be overstepping? And I feel honestly, to be honest, I need it. Okay, I can't lie. Don't do this. Don't try to get her phone without knowing. That can make the situation worse because it's like, if she's really not doing anything, it just shows that you don't trust her at all, right? And so that's just bad off the bat. I wouldn't do that, right? You gotta respect each other. Either way, if she don't respect you, at least respect her, because that's what, I feel like as a dude, you gotta know how to do that. 2, the thing is, maybe it's something else. Maybe she's not cheating, but maybe there's something else that's bugging her, that she doesn't, that maybe she doesn't know if you're okay with talking about it. Oh, my bad. My recording cut off, but back to where I was going, right? I feel like there might be something else that's bugging her. That's not like, it doesn't necessarily have to be cheating. Maybe there's something else that's happening at work, something that maybe she's just, I want to say afraid of, but like there's some reason why she doesn't want to talk about things. Maybe you need to approach it as like, hey, I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Like, I just want to see if I'm checking in with you. Like, I'm checking in with you. Are you okay? Because if they jump into conclusions and trying to like become very offensive and aggressive would just make it much worse. And you have a son, you don't want to destroy things. And nothing has been unusual before this week. So, did something happen in that week? Is something at work? Try to rule out all the other possibilities before you end on this one with before going on the aggressive and trying to before throwing in accusations and asking her for all this information. I would say approach it in a very calm manner and just ask her about how work has been, how her friends have been, and those type of things, right? It before you do the are you cheating or anything like that. Just shut up very calmly. But this one I do want to see what the comments are saying. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything yet. Should get some info. She'd likely deny it and change her behavior. Yeah. Nanny cams? Download legends. Okay, I can't lie. This dude, reduction NIC game. Chill out, dude. Chill out, dude. Cause I wouldn't say jump to the conclusion that she's cheating. I would say, calm down, get some info, look at what's going on around it. I would say, yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't think you should jump to the fact that she's cheating, because sometimes people just need space. Sometimes maybe she just wants some space, dude. Sometimes you gotta just give people some space. I think that's what you need right here.